Okay. So when I start drawing, usually it's like it's longer than this. I don't want to draw too much. It'll take too long, but I usually have a panel here. I do these sketches for the panels, right? This has to be even longer. Oh, and I'm using Clip Studio Paint. If you ever want to see my tools, you can use !tools. By the way, Grave, I don't know when you mentioned it, but I think you said you were going to one day do a sort of popularity poll similar to Shonen Jump. Yeah, I don't know when though. I'm busy now because the season's back. The season is back. And I am dead inside. Okay, so how long does it usually take you to do one panel? It can depend. It can be from between 1 hour to like 3 minutes. Okay, so what I usually do is I would recommend you do this if you're doing your own webtoon. I don't do this because I'm really used to it. I've drawn a lot of chapters now. But you should do a draft where like you're like, oh, okay, the character is gonna look this way. And then the character, like you do this draft. What you would usually do, like when I first started webtoon, I would have to do these drafts. I would have to do these drafts and send these to my editor. So I would have to draft out the entire episode. We're talking like whatever, 80 panels, and I would say these entire drafts. How do I do it in 3 minutes? I might do a panel in 3 minutes to show you. On the Grim Reaper, it's 28. That's still pretty high, but damn, it should be a lot higher. 28's decent. 28's decent. I'm happy. I'm happy with what the Grim Reaper is. I'm very happy with the readership. It's pretty awesome. And also that popularity poll, just another thing to note, it updates by how many likes it has. It resets. So my comic updated about 30 hours ago. So that's where its placing is with 30 hours of uptime, right? So the further on in the week it goes, the higher up it'll go. Just so you know, if you ever wanted to know how the rankings go, it's ranked by how many people have read it since the update. So since it just updated yesterday was its update day. It's officially updates on Sunday and today's Monday, then it's 28. So just so you know. I'm super like with I'm the Grim Reaper, how many people read it and comment and interact with me. I'm so happy. I feel like I deserve like, oh my God, I told you when I got 1,000 subscribers, I was like pissing my pants out of excitement. And now I have so much. No wonder Tarot God is so far back. Yeah. Tarot God's far back probably because it updated recently. Probably could have. Yeah. And so it's like, and so you'll notice like the day Lore Olympus updates, it falls totally off the charts and then it inches back up. Lore Olympus updates on the same day as me, so you can. Lore Olympus should be back to #1 or close to it though, because Lore Olympus is so popular. But just so you know, Thank you so much for the Prime Sum, OP Amplifier. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your little badge. All right. So if you're drawing your webtoon professionally, what you need to do first is a draft. So this is what your draft would sort of look like. Here, I'll do even longer. So your draft would look like this. It would basically look like shit. You can use stick figures. And then Brooke should be fighting someone. Maybe you can fight Scarlet. This is totally non-canon, by the way. I'm just drawing whatever comes to mind first. This is some alternate universe angry. And then it can be like, you know, just like get the emotion correct. So this is kind of what a draft would be like. You know, this is Brooke and he's turning his head and then there's a zoom out shot to show him there. This is spoilers. No, it's not. I literally just made this up. So, been a fan of I'm the Grim Reaper for a while. I love the background illustrations and the balance of black and red. Why? Thank you. What device do I draw with? So you can type exclamation mark tools to see what I'm working with. Ah, I forgot to turn on the music. Okay, World of Warcraft. We need World of Warcraft music because that will not give me a copyright violation because it's a video game. So you will all listen to this very quiet World of Warcraft music. Play a Pog Warcraft song. Do I have it shuffled? I do. Let's go with something from the expansion I like. Okay. I had no idea you streamed. I started 1 week ago. I can't remember. Something like that. I'm gonna watch sushi and eat grave stream. This is a life. It's true. That is a life. All right, we got the music on, so not so much quietness. Okay, so this is what your draft would look like if you had an editor. This is what you send to your editor. I want to know how you do the backgrounds. Like one day you should have run over for us. That's what I'm doing today. You'll see how I do the backgrounds today. It's photo bashing. I use photos and stick them together. You'll figure out in a second. I do have a tutorial. If you go in the comic, my question and answer, I only have one question and answer in there. And there's a tutorial of how I do a panel. So if you want to go see that right now, before I draw this, you can go look there. But right now we're doing this one. So here's the draft. If you were working like, obviously you don't need to do this if you're working professionally, but if you're also doing this casually, I recommend doing this anyway, so you know where your events are going. I do not do a draft. This is not an authentic part of the I'm the Grim Reaper creation process, but I did used to do it, so I'm showing it here. This is an authentic part of the general Webtoon creation process. So there's that. So let's go ahead and work on this panel. So we're going to do a panel of Brooke standing menacingly, and we'll probably do like some stuff. So what I always do is I get a 3D model and I put it down to get the pose. If I want it to look like really good, I won't use a 3D model because using a 3D model will always make it look weird and not as great. But I'm showing you how I do a panel normally. So I take the 3D model and I just reposition it vaguely where I want the pose to be. And also note, we are not tracing this 3D model. This is a reference. So we have this here. Oh, and then I have a body type for Brooke, so he's skinnier. So let's see, maybe I'll pose him like this. I don't know if that's a very interesting pose. I want to make sure this is an interesting panel for everyone to watch, so I'm going to pose him like this. And this is all in Clip Studio Paint. The models are in Clip Studio Paint. The poses are in Clip Studio Paint. It's all in there. I'm sorry. If you self-promote yourself, you will be getting a timeout. Oops, I accidentally banned you. Well, I guess you're getting a ban. Okay, let's see. Where do I get the 3D models from? They're automatically in Clip Studio Paint. Once you download Clip Studio Paint, these 3D models will be on your sidebar. So here's Brooke standing very... So I do this to figure out sort of... Remember, we're doing 80 panels in a week. We are not trying to make every panel look amazing and good. We're trying to make it look passable. So here is our 3D panel. So now we're going in. So this, yeah, this would not look good if I traced it. So now we're going in. I use like a 5-pixel brush, stabilization up. And what we're doing now is we use this as like a baseline. Make sure the opacity is low so you're not really looking over it. Oh yeah, and if you have any questions, you can ask them. I might miss some. If you highlight it though with channel points, I will probably not miss it. Yeah, so here's our Brooke panel. I've decided I want it to be like windy, so here's Brooke's. Oh, and also I do not sketch. There will be no sketching. I just do the line straight away, so here is me drawing Brooke's. I always start with his bunny ears, because his bunny ears are his bunny ears are the core of his silhouette, right? And I design characters based on their silhouette. So I generally will start with whatever the core piece of the character is. So with Scarlet, her horns, her cloak, Chase doesn't really have that much of a silhouette. He's meant to be like a normal looking dude. Gray, be sure to link Twitch with your Discord server so your Twitch subs can use your Twitch emote on Discord. I don't have a Discord server. That Discord server is run by people, Oomstar, not I. Do you draw with a pen in your computer or on your mouse? I have a tablet. You can type !tools to see what I use. I use a Huion Canvas 191, GT 191, and Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint is the Canvas GT is I think $329 right now. And Clip Studio Paint's $25, but I use the expensive version of Clip Studio Paint. Yo, this is the first stream I've seen, and I love the story. I just found it a week ago and read all of it. Why, thank you so much, Icicle Sniper. I appreciate it. Yeah. You have the Canvas 20? Cool, yeah, I love Huion. I really like them. They are affordable. Super affordable. And I have not been able to tell the difference. They don't have many buttons. The new versions have buttons on them, but other than that, I haven't been able to tell the difference between this and the Cintiqs that I used at school. The Cintiqs, honestly, to me, felt kind of bulky. The Huion is much thinner, but I take that as like a positive. And thank you so much, everybody, for the follows. What computer am I using? A computer? I don't know. It's a tower. It has a... it has a cool graphics card in it. It's not anything. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. Yeah, I'm looking up my graphics card because my graphics card is a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 370. That's cool. Computer nerds know that's a pretty decent graphics card. That's the whole reason I bought this computer. I built my old computer, but I bought a pre-built because graphics cards were so fucking expensive that it was the same price to buy a pre-built computer with the graphics card inside of it than just a standalone graphics card. That's how insane the price for graphics cards are. What kind of time-saving techniques do you use to save time when making your webtoon? You are going to find out in this run through. So the first thing I'm doing right now that you're seeing me do is I don't sketch. That is a really big time-saving technique. No sketching. You just draw the picture right here. Draw the picture right on the canvas. Do you know how to draw with a mouse? No. No reason to. Tablets are cheap. Get them for like 50, 30. You can get a tablet for $30. And if it's too expensive for you, if you're like a kid, ask your parents for Christmas and tell them you are investing into a potential life skill. I think that's how I got mine. I just... begged my parents when I was 10 years old. That's when I got my first tablet, when I was 10. And they were like, well, this is more productive than you sitting around playing Neopets all day, so we'll get you a tablet. I try to draw without sketching, but if it's always worse, then I use a sketch. Yeah, but the point of the webtoon is to save time. It's not to make, like, fantastic panels. Like, if you want to do a fantastic panel, like, if I have a panel that I really want to stand out, I will sketch it, and I will be careful with it. But most of the panels, even the panels that, like, I really want to stand out, I know the viewer only looks at it for like even like 5. If it's a really good one, the viewer will look at it for like 5 seconds maximum, right? Every other panel they look at for not even a whole second, like however long it takes them to read the text, right? So you don't need every panel to look like super good. Just draw whatever. Get the panel done. That's the most important thing. Done is better than perfect. Young Grave asking mom and dad for a $30 donation with 0% interest and equity with no return on investment. It was actually $100. It was like for a really shitty tiny tablet. It was like this big. It's for $100. Back in the day. But they got one for me. That was like my Christmas present and my birthday present combined. When Bernadette was first introduced, I stared at the panel over and over. I think the Bernadette panels are... they take a while to draw. She got too many freaking sparklies. Bernadette. Design too complicated. And I even simplified her design for the comic and it still sucks to draw. Do you guys reread I'm the Grim Reaper every night? That's a lot. There's a lot of other good webtoons. You know, the creators of some pretty good webtoons are usually in here. She's not in here right now, but the creator of Asterion, Never Draws, is sometimes in here modding. Not right now though. And then there's more that pop by, but I know Never Draws actually comes in here to mod. Creator of Castle Swimmer was in here the other day, just hanging out. I might do some like semi-podcast segments with webtoon creators if I start running out of content, because I want to focus on like me drawing and sharing my educational ability, but it sounds fun to bring people on. This song is scary. What the heck? Why isn't it shuffling? Repeat track? No. Shuffle. Shuffle. Play Way of the Monk. Happy. Happy track. Okay. Back to drawing the panel. How do Brook Bunny's ears work? It's just a really long piece of cloth tied to him. It's just a long piece of cloth. Teaching us about character design might be a good idea for your stream. Yeah, that would be. Well, I have a hard time like designing on the spot. Usually I have to design and then leave for like a day and then come back and redesign and leave for a day and come back. So it's not really that fun of a process to watch. Yeah. Are Bunnybrook ears his actual ears? No, it's just a piece of cloth. He has human ears. I think they get drawn very occasionally. Very, very occasionally. I like that the channel points are named Sinners. The points redeem window thing says how to win Sinners. Yep, you're all Reapers. Every single one of you are Reapers right now. And you are reaping souls as we speak. And then you can spend 200 or so Sinner souls to highlight a message. Which is great. What program do I use? Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint, the best program ever. I love it so much. Do I have any early concepts of I'm the Grim Reaper characters? I do. They're on my Patreon though. Those are Patreon rewards. I might talk about them in the future, but right now, if you want to look at them, are on Patreon. So yeah, with Brook, he's not hard to draw. he has like a lot of his stuff is centered around shapes and like the implication of shapes. So like his ears are just this like thing, and his shirt is just this big saggy other thing. When I'm the Grim Reaper idol game, what's that? Yeah, Clip Studio Paint is super great. Do I use 3D models? I do. There's a 3D model below Brook right now that I'm using as like a very light guideline. Seems a little bit anatomically incorrect, so I'm not gonna use it like super. Super guideline? Yeah. It's just a brief thing to make it faster. Clip Studio looks complicated. It's less complicated than Photoshop. I promise you that. Photoshop was my old program. It was kind of frustrating switching from Clip Studio because they move. A lot of the stuff is moved. But if you force yourself to draw a couple throwaway doodles, like say I'm going to draw this picture from start to finish in Clip Studio Paint, and I don't care how shitty it looks, I'm just going to do it. I did that 2 times, I think, and then I learned the whole program, and that was that. And it was way easy. Oh yeah, and yeah, Photoshop is, what, $300 a year subscription, $300 a year until infinity. Clip Studio Paint's $25. It's $25 on sale, but it's like always on sale. So it's the value. I'm just like blown away at how like low cost Clip Studio Paint is. It's so freaking good. Do I use references for all of my drawings now? A lot of drawings I don't use references for, but you should use references. You should honestly use references for most of your stuff, but I don't, because I have to draw fast. Like for my panels, sometimes I just shit out a panel with absolutely nothing. No 3D model, nothing. I just draw the face. And like usually if it's a panel, if I want it to be good, I don't use the 3D model and I just draw it from scratch. Because my panels without using 3D models look better than my panels where I have a 3D model base, because like the 3D models are not correct anatomically. I know that sounds weird because they should be, because they're 3D models, but they're really not. They are very incorrect. And if you follow them one-to-one, your art will not look good. So don't follow 3D models one-to-one ever. There's my first piece of advice. What do I think of Paint Tool SAI? It's good. I used to use Paint Tool SAI when I was a kid. Like when I was in my teenage years. I stopped probably when I was 17 and I switched to Photoshop. That was 10-ish years ago. I'm 26 now. How long does it take to draw one chapter? 1 week. 1 chapter per week. Me using a cracked Photoshop my friend sent me in the 7th grade. I don't think I can comment on that, but Photoshop used to give out CS6 for free because people kept cracking it. And they were like, shit, well, I guess we'll just give it to you for free. And that's what I was using for the longest time, this free version that was official. How do people do arms? I'm having trouble drawing them. Homie, I have no idea. Anything anatomy adjacent, I'm really bad at. I'm not good at anatomy. That's probably my weakest. Next to line art, anatomy is my weakest point. So that's why when we're doing critiques, I'm always really uncomfortable giving anatomy critique, but I know whatever I do know can help out a little bit, but still, I'm not confident. And I don't think anatomy is something you can really like super confidently critique because it's so complicated. Even people who are like 1,000 times better than me at anatomy would probably still be like, ooh, this is a little hard to critique, but still gonna go for it. Do you recycle assets a lot? Yes. Yep. That's how you make time. You recycle your assets. So I'll even show you me recycling something in here. Will you still continue with Webtoon after I'm the Grim Reaper is finished? Yeah, probably. I'm the Grim Reaper won't be done for probably another 2 years. Like, that's minimum. I have a lot of plot I want to get by. There is like this extra plot like that I had written, but could be cut out if I'm the Grim Reaper was a flop. But then I'm the Grim Reaper did well, and I asked my editor, so can I do like all this extra stuff? And he was like, yeah, go for it. That's fine. Because before we cut it down to like the bare minimum. Thank you for the follows, guys. Being on Webtoon is honestly really scary because a lot of what you know, a lot of your success determines on if the people like your Webtoon. And so we all live in fear that we will not be successful. Yeah, of course, unless like they decide just to cancel me for some reason. I don't think that'll happen. If I go to jail, then it wouldn't continue, but I'm not planning to go to jail. How many chapters do you think I'm the Grim Reaper will have? I don't know. I don't have it laid out by chapters. I have the events all like planned, but it's not separated by chapters. It's just really one really fucking long text document that my poor editor had to read. You guys are also not planning to go to jail? Good. None of you go to jail. None of you do it. You can't draw webcomics in jail, or can you? Maybe you could. Does the bucket tool in Clipsio Paint fill everything within the line from a layer, or does it work on the outlines of the other layers as well? You can use multiple layers. Look, I'll do it right now. Where's the bucket tool? Here. So here's Brooke. Here's a circle on a different layer, so this is on a separate layer. We'll get the bucket tool. Let's get some ugly color. There. There you go. Doesn't fill in there. Doesn't fill in there. It's good. What you want is you want refer multiple checked. Refer multiple right here, and you want you also want area scaling up because it'll fill in a little bit extra area, so it fills in the gaps. And the close gap just chooses how big or small the gap is going to auto detect because you'll always have little gaps in your line art. So yeah, there you go. Bucket tool, really useful. Okay, back to drawing this thing. Okay, so Brooke, and so I'm just gonna spend usually I would leave it here, but since we are doing this right, I spent a little extra time editing his bow to make it look not like crap. You could go to jail and say you sinned to promote your comic. I don't think that would be a very good promotion. How long have you been planning I'm the Grim Reaper? Was it something that popped in your head one night, or something you've been doing for a while? It popped in my head one night. I was taking a shower, it popped in my head, and I made the comic the next day. Dumb question, but can Reaper sleep? Yeah. Line art's hard to do, but satisfying to look at. I hate doing line art. I hate it. Not fun. Not fun. Twinkies. Okay, I think this is good enough. So here's our Brook. Or maybe I should draw his other arm here. Or I could just pretend it's behind him. I would probably, if I was drawing this normally, I just pretend his arm's behind him. I don't feel like drawing it. And this is an authentic process of my comic. I try to hide things pretty often so people don't think about it. So there, his arm's gone. His arm's behind him. We don't need to think about it. Let's make that a little bit more blowy. I didn't like how small it was before. There we go. Do you find that not doing sketches makes it more freeing? I don't know. I don't feel anything. I just do it. Okay, so we have our line art. It's done. So theoretically, I would have lined all of these. But this is not theoretically. This is real life. So what I would do then is I would take this. I have their colors all here, and then I would just start. Oopsies. I would start filling this in. Gap's too big right there. Fill this in. Oops. More gaps. What? Okay, there we go. Pink. Now what else is pink? His eyes pink. Okay, and then we do his hair. What are these? Is this his hair? I think that's his hair. Oh, I forgot to draw below here. This is so creepy. Where's the Pog? Where's the Pog music? Warbringer's Jaina. This one has words. I heard somewhere that you had to Polygon select tool halfway through the line thickness and then fill the Nears is following. Ah, that's the creator of Lucky Is As Lucky Does. Hello, welcome to the stream. I give you moderator. I give you moderator. So I don't know if I pronounced that right. Nears? Nears? Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Unlucky is as lucky does. I'm gonna post your comic in here. Yeah, so this is Near's comic right here. Unlucky is as lucky does. Go read it. I like it. I like it. I need to catch up by a lot, but I really do like this comic. So yeah, go. They are in the chat. Go check out their comic. Ah, where'd everything go? Okay, let me see what questions did I miss. Okay, anyway, the Polygon select tool halfway through the line thickness and fill this like. No, you don't need to do that. Literally, look what I'm doing. I have the color that I want, and I just click where I want it filled. That's, yep. You don't need to do whatever that complicated thing was. Save yourself. You have a location you imagine the story takes place? It's in a fantasy Earth, so it's not like anywhere here. Can you color his hair? It is colored. It's very pale. That might accidentally be his skin color, though. I always mix up his skin color and hair color because they're so similar. Let me see, though. No, 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 no. This is his skin. Or is it? Nope, I mixed it up. I freaking mixed it up. God damn it. There we go. This is his skin? Yes, okay, here's his skin. Not gonna mess this up again. And Brooke is so pale, sometimes I have to put like a thing under him to make sure I'm coloring everything correctly. This a little too dark. There we go. Okay, back to coloring him. They show up, then you jump them with mod privileges? Yes, this is my stream is nepotism central. All the friends get a mod roll. How do you highlight your comment? Please look down at your sinners. Look right below the chat box, there's an X. And you're collecting sinners. And you can spend 200 of them to highlight a comment. Hi, Grave. Just got home from school. How goes the comic? Good. We are just making this panel, explaining what I'm doing as I go along. I know. Me drawing it is not the most Komodo hype thing I can really do, because sometimes I have to stop and really focus. But trying my best. Okay, black. Oopsies. Wait, so Brunk has pink clock tattoos. He sure does. Oh yeah, and you can save them up, and if I'm doing like a poll. Oh! Hi, Emily! Emmy Creations, congrats on affiliate. Thank you! Thank you very much for congratulating me. I hope you're having a good day, Emmy. Emmy, you are on my auto host list. If you ever stream, my channel will auto host you. Yeah, Clipster Paint's bucket tool is like super god tier. Thank you for the follows, guys. Should probably start reading them now. I think we slowed down a bit. So thank you, StrongCloud42, for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see. And then he has these stupid things. I don't know why I gave him this. I should have just not giving him this little, like, detail. This, like, clasps. Because it takes extra time. That adds up. Oh! Kahara2022, thank you so much for the prime. Enjoy your little badge and your new Scarlet Pog emote. Thank you. I will be adding new emotes too. I gotta think of like the worst possible emotes I can add, because I'm not interested in good emotes. I'm only interested in nightmare emotes. So I gotta think more about that. I mean, oh my gosh, girl, you're so sweet. Hi, I missed you. I'll be streaming in 45 minutes. Wow. Oh, I hope your stream goes good. I hope it goes good. Okay, so here's Brooks, his feet. I hope also, I mean, I hope we can hang out soon after we get our vaccinations. On the 15th, I think all of California can go get their vaccinations. I can't wait to go get shot. I want to get shot so bad. So Brooks' feet, that's if you, they're black down here. They're supposed to just be dirty, but I always make them like the black-ish go up more because it's part of its design now. It's like a detail. Yo, I was able to reach a live. Let's go. Hello, Shatan-san. Shachan-san? Thank you. Please make a very disturbing Satan emote. I probably will. Yeah, on the oh, people are surprised. Yes, on the 15th, if you're in California, everyone can get vaccinated. Every single person over the age of 18. Sorry, I forgot that there's people under 18 in here. Over the age of 18, everyone can get vaccinated. So if you are a child, you cannot get vaccinated, unfortunately. But you will probably, I don't think it, I don't actually know. I'm not going to talk about medical stuff I don't know. Yeah, okay, and then we're gonna draw his clock tattoos, so they're just like, oops. Wait, what? Oops, I put his skin and his shirt on the same layer. Never fear. Okay, it's fixed. Do you draw Brooke's tattoos? Yep, just drew them. I know, right? I miss cons and I miss boba trips. I miss hugging people. Yeah, lol, yeah, me too. Oh god. I miss the outside world. It was so wonderful. Extrovert pain. Is this really the shade I used to shade Brooke? Guess it must be. Let me double check this. Let me double check this. Hair shade? Yep, that's the color. Alright. Maybe I should just reference here. It's faster. And so now we are coloring. We are shading. This is shading. This is the shading process. What you want to do is make as little strokes as possible. So it's about block shading, like this entire area right here. This entire area right here I block shaded because why wouldn't you? It's just one area that's in shadow. Just block shade it like that. So. Oh, there's so many highlighted messages. Let me scroll up. Oh, Poppy has subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Enjoy your badge and your new Scarlet Hog emote. Okay. Oh, so many messages. Hi, Grave. I recently read the entirety of I'm the Grim Reaper after putting it off for way too long. Follow your DeviantArt when you were dragons roaring through the Homestuck days. Oh my god, that's a long time ago. Well, thank you for sticking. Kelly, curious what was the last con you tabled at? Oh my god. Anime Expo 2019. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry thinking about that. Yeah, that was my last con. Honestly, I love your comic, Grave. It's one of my big inspirations. Why, thank you. I appreciate it. Do you normally color your own panels and your colorist do some? No, the colorist always does it, but I know how to color, and I'm coloring it here, so you know I know how to color. But the colorist always does it because I need to spend time on doing other things like the backgrounds and lighting and lines. Would you ever make an appearance at a Comic-Con? I go to a lot of Comic-Cons, yeah. I go to, well, I used to. Haven't been there for 1 year. Will we get another miniseries similar to Brooke with Tuesday? Also, I love your comic. I don't know. I have no idea. Whoa, the color panel set. That's a good idea. Yeah, I like it. But this panel set is for my colorists, so they don't get confused. Yo, I got a question to ask for a while now. How do you get the idea of the red spades? I don't know. I came up with it in my brain. Oh my gosh, so long ago. My last con was Crunchyroll Expo 2019. Yeah, oh my god. Who would you pick to voice the dubcast of I'm the Grim Reaper? I have no idea. I don't know anyone. I don't know voice actors. I really don't. You know what I do? I watch YouTube and Twitch and like one anime a year. That's the extent of my cultural knowledge. And also, I'm sorry I'm forcing you all to listen to Warcraft music. I think that's the only music I can listen to because it's part of a video game. And I don't think they'll clap me for it. But if they do, we'll have to find something else to listen to. Oh, Serena Inigo has used 300 bits. I love I'm the Grim Reaper since the start. So happy to see how far it's come. Lots of love to you, Grave White. Thank you. Lots of love to you too. If you can describe your characters in 3 words, would they be? Hard to draw. Okay, skin shading. Some game music is copyrighted. Yeah, no, I think all of it is copyrighted, but it's just they'll turn a blind eye to a lot of the video game music because it's in the video games. But I know some people have gotten stricken anyway, like from the music playing in the game, they've gotten struck. But I think this other streamer, this really big streamer I watch, Asmongold, he plays the Warcraft music all the time and hasn't gotten clapped yet, so that's why I'm playing it. Okay, the next sticker you should make would be Light Soccer Banisher of the Void. Yeah, maybe. Why would I choose clocks for Brooks tattoos? Why are you asking? Can Reapers eat? If they do, does their foods get erased? Like when their injuries, when they go to hell? Yeah, they can eat, and yes, their entire body gets reset when they go to hell, yeah. But they also, like, their bodies are, I feel like it's a simple concept, but it, like, I think it's confused the audience more than anything else. Their body is like, if you took every part of a human and you built it, but it wasn't alive, and you animated it with a soul, right? So it would never, it doesn't age because it doesn't have normal biological processes. Like, it can eat, and it can, I guess it can poop after it's done eating, but it's not like a normal body, right? And then when it goes to hell, it can reset, right? So it's like, I just use flesh puppet to describe it. Like, it doesn't have a lot of the normal features. Like if you've seen in the comic, when Brooke's head gets cut off, he's still alive because it's just, his body is just animated like a puppet. So yeah. Yep. Does that mean they never have to shit? No, I think they have to shit. I think if they eat, they would end up shitting. If Crunchyroll makes more webtoon anime, would you want I'm the Grim Reaper to be picked? No, never. Don't make an anime of my show. Of my series. I will sue. I think I would describe it like a clay doll, yeah. Or a golem? Yeah, like a golem. Sorry, needed a snack. One thing I notice I do is I want to talk so much, I never have time to eat. And then I end up getting like a super big headache after I stream. I'm trying to prevent that by eating while I stream. You love the sketches you can see on the side? Yeah, that's the storyboard I tried to show. To show how like the storyboard would work. Fast. Big block shading. You don't want to take too much time. Just do it fast. Thank you. Ken's draw earlier and Sunless Ace. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to have chat redeem points to remind you to drink water, go get a snack. Yes, it is nice. I like it. Is there a reason you don't want to make it into an animated series? Because it would never get made into an anime series. It was a joke. Juan, thank you so much for the follow. I love your art, it inspires me a lot. Thank you, Coraline Bika. Thank you. Oh! Shit! Kai, I should call you your official name. Nemurenai Kai, thank you so much for the subscription. I hope your stream went well yesterday. It was so fun to see VTubers in action. Never seen VTubing before. Oh, and enjoy your badge in really weird Scarlet Pog emote. Yeah, official name. Well, I feel like it's like, if people called me my real name instead of Grave, I'd be like, what the heck? Call me Grave. I am Grave. Yes, Grape. I am Grape. How are you drawing the shading? It's not getting on the background. Yeah, it's a clipping mask. You just click this, you click this button right here. That, hopefully you can see me clicking over and over. Clipping mask. You could draw on it. VTuber, Weaver, Avatar, when dude, my friends were super like pressuring me to start VTubing. I know it was a joke, but it was like they brought it up every single day. And you know what it did? It got me to start streaming, not VTubing, just stream. So I appreciate their constant need. How do I use emotes? You have to like type it out. I don't know, some people can use it and some people can't. Favorite? My emote? I can't use it. And I'm the streamer. So I don't really understand why. Do you no longer have your real name out there? Oh, some people know it, but just I prefer to be called Grave. Class starting in a few, I have to go. Bye! Have fun in class. You saw me use it before? It just didn't pop up on stream? Okay, I guess I can use it. It's because Twitch actually operates on multiple different data centers at the same time. We're all watching your stream, but we could be sitting on a copy of your stream on different servers. Some servers just take longer than others to update. Jesus Christ, a VTuber coming in here with the freaking technical knowledge. I guess that's why. I guess that's why, lads. What made you choose to be called Grave Weaver? That's my name on World of Warcraft. You can use it? Heck yeah! Oh, they got it. Yeah. So I guess you might have to like refresh or something, or hack into the Twitch servers and take the emote out. That's a joke. Twitch, don't ban me. That is a joke. Do not hack into the servers. What is this fucking fairy ass bullshit music? I'm not interested in this. Give me the blood and the thunder. Okay, I would not put this much. I just started zoning out. I started putting lots of effort into this frickin' into his pants. I would not do that. I would erase like all of that. His pants would be left like that, honestly. I might put them in shadow like this, and then I would put his leg in shadow. Yeah, I might do that. There's a better emulation of how I would normally shade this if I wasn't trying to focus on talking to chat at the same time as doing this. What's my cat's name? Rourke and Luca. Is Gnome Grave recovered from being beaten up by Broken Scarlet? No, she died. He's dead. Do I play on any other MMOs? Mabel's Story? Is World of Warcraft on mobile or Chromebook? No, unfortunately. It's only on Mac and Windows? Wait, is Chromebook? I don't know. I had it on Windows. And how is Gnome Grave still at the end of the comments? That's an echo of what she used to be. An echo of her mortality. Oh, I'm saving this. I do wonder, this is just mild curiosity, if the Underground Reaper characters were in Genshin, what elements would they have? I could see Brooke having Electro though, not sure about Chase, Scarlet, and Satan. Scarlet Pyro, Scarlet Pyro, Satan Geo, Chase, Hydro, Brooke. Brooke? Might be Cryo. I don't know. I put way too much time into WoW. I used to. I actually only play it maybe once or twice a week with my friends to do mythic dungeons. Cause I do work now. Now that I do streaming, I definitely don't have any time. I feel like I don't have any like free time, as in time that I can just do whatever I want. But I don't really like having free time. I feel like I'm lost when I have free time. I don't know if that's relatable to anyone else. I think it should be. There are probably other workaholics in the chat who don't like having free time. Yeah, Electro. I don't have any good Electro. Like, I had King at C1, but I feel like she just hits way softer than, like, Diluc or Hu Tao. Or even Zhongli. Zhongli? It's almost 8 p.m. and you're still working? You hate it here? Where do you work? Do you play Genshin? Yes. Well, if you have bad self-control, no. You might want to spend on the gacha. Otherwise, yes. Okay. So we are done coloring Brooke. Brooke, Valk 74, thank you for the so Brooke is done being colored. So here's him colored. We're gonna put in a background now. So, where do I put my backgrounds at? So, oh, I moved them. I have to refine my background. So the way I do backgrounds is I have photos that I have bought the rights to. No, I am not going to tell you the site because everyone's going to go and buy them. Then every webcomic on WEBTOON is going to be in the same city, but go on Google, purchasable photo packs where you can buy the rights to them if you want to try this method. There's tons of sites out there. Thank you for the follow, Ghost Messes. Thank you. Looks awesome. Thank you, Kelly. So Genshin stream when? I want to stream Genshin after I can get partnered because I feel like that'll be like less people in the stream if I play Genshin. So I'm doing only art stuff for a high amount of people until I get partnered. Then I'm gonna do whatever I want. So yeah, I'm gonna do. I don't know where I should put him. I changed my computer recently, so I like lost my photo packs. I have to re-download them. Not that they're lost, but I do not have them. I've seen 3D model backgrounds for some webtoons. Yeah, a lot of webtoon artists use 3D. I choose not to use 3D because I like how the photos look better. I don't have very good photos though. I need to go download some. I'll have to use what I have. I'll have to use whatever I have here. So we'll put them in a cemetery. I have my cemetery pack downloaded. He might look too tall in this one. Okay, what about this? I don't know where it would be. I guess it would be in hell here. So here's an image that, once again, I own the rights to this, or I bought usage rights to the images. I don't own the rights to this image. I bought usage rights. So let's see. Place this like... Where do I put this? Put it like... something like... Thank you for the follow, Trinity Otori. I guess I'll do like this. And so what I usually do is I put multiple images together. Pick another one. Here's one. This looks cool. Oops, I opened it like that instead of dragging it in. So let's use this one too. And repeating, once again, you cannot use images you just find off of Google to do this. You have to buy the rights to the usage rights to them. This is non-negotiable. You will be probably DMCA'd or yelled at or even sued possibly if you use images you do not have the right to. This is very important. It's very serious. Don't use anything you don't have the right to. So, do that. Okay, so we have this. Brooke looks tall. It does look tall here. Anyway, so I merged that. We're not done yet. We're doing, we still have a lot more to do. So I apply a gradient map. I made a custom gradient map. Hell uses this one. I'm gonna edit it a little bit. Yeah, so this is the gradient map I use for Hell. But we are not done yet. So as you can see, there are gaps in this image. There's a gap up here and down here. Whenever there's a gap, you go in and draw it. I go in and draw it. Thank you for the follow, Gorai. Thank you. So when there is a gap in the image, we go in here and we fill it in. Like hand drawn. So this is the importance of being able to, like, as I showed on stream before, I'm able to draw photorealistic backgrounds from scratch. But I choose not to because it saves me time. But you should, if you're before making shortcuts like this, if you don't know how to draw photorealism already, your stuff's gonna look weird when you get in there and you have to, like, edit and splice the pictures together. So I recommend practicing freehand photorealism. Away most of that. And then as you can see over here in the middle, some of the area is like, some of the area is not blending in properly, like the tree isn't blending in, so I have to go in here and fill in the tree to make sure it's appearing properly in the background, because it was cut off due to the texturing. So I'm drawing that in. Wait, are there trees in Hell? Yeah. Oh, I'm loving how you draw this. I am glad. How much do photo packs usually cost? An individual license is from like $20 to $40 probably. In Hell, everything is dead, or are they just red and black? I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. So I can't answer it. So let's fill in more of this stuff, and then this background, there's like this area over here in the original photo. It's a city back there. Obviously that can't be in the photo. So I just need to draw that out and just get it out of here. Get that out of here. Let's cut it off. Should probably use a texture or something to make it look a little bit less stupid. What's a photo pack? Are none of the photo packs? You buy photo packs off the internet of photos people have taken, or you can use your own photos. I have bought usage rights to them. This technique is called photo bashing, and it is a very popular technique in concept art. Basically, every piece of concept art you have ever seen for like a photorealistic game has used photo bashing in it. This is not a new thing. I learned it because I wanted to be a concept artist, and then I just carried it over to WEBTOON. Pazuki, thank you so much for the follow. So yeah, I took the city in the back out because it's not supposed to be there. And I also do think sometimes I try to make it look a little flatter than it is because the hell's supposed to look a little graphic. Right? Okay, so now we have this, but there's also this big gap right here. So those are your backgrounds. Someone else took the pictures. I bought usage rights to them. But I am photo bashing them together, drawing over them. Dense but wispy cloud. There we go. Ah, why is it color mixing? Don't do that. Color mixing, not cool. So we have to fill in this area, so we're just drawing in. This is a panel, but it's not a panel in the comic, it's just a panel I'm drawing to show how I draw panels. I would not draw a panel that's actually going to be in the comic on stream, ever. Because that would be spoilers. Boink, 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 boink. My messy cloud. So now I'm just going over the clouds and drawing them in to make them look more natural. This is not a comic panel? No, yep, no, it's just some random picture of Brooke. You all voted on Brooke. I need some dense clouds. This one, skinny. Ah, that's all right. I need denser or skinnier. Okay, that's is that what I'm looking for? Sort of. Funky wallpaper. Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna post this after, but somewhere. Okay, let's see. We're going here. Just putting. Okay, I think I'm done with the background. I would maybe put more effort into it. No, I would put less effort into it normally. Okay, so here's our background. All done, or mostly all done. I would put. Oh, I have to do it. I forgot. I do it from start to finish. So we're not done. We are not done with the background. There's still more stuff to do. Okay, so here's the background. I drew it in. All this stuff. I think what I would do now, I would create some atmosphere, blur, Gaussian blur. Done, except when you're not done, correct. So I go in. So here we go. Here I've created a little bit of messy atmosphere by blurring the background. So I have this, and then thank you Tira74 for the follow. And then I think I usually put in some spooky crows. Let's go find some spooky crows. Where do I put them? Objects? Thought I put them in edgy shit. They're not in here. Edgy shit? Nope. Objects? Oh yeah, they are in objects, even though a bird isn't an object. So here's some birds. They put in because it looks spooky. Boop. Boop. Are all your custom brushes from the asset store, do they cost anything? They are almost all. I made like 2 maybe. And they're all from the asset store, and some of them do cost money, yes. Some of them do, in fact, cost money. Okay. Birds are in. Yeah, birds are in. I joined right when it's almost finished. We still have a way to go. Okay, Brooke's position is not good. I'm gonna move him. Centered. This is a better position. Okay, there he is centered. And then, so Brooke is standing here. He needs to be grounded, so we put a shadow below him. Oopsies. Oopsie poopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Here's a shadow. And I put shadow down here. How long have I been using Clip Studio Paint? 2 years? 2 years-ish. Yeah, okay, so there we go. So now Brooke has a little bit of atmosphere added to him. Because the lower area is now in shadow, implying he is casting the shadow. Save it in case this crashes. Okay, panel is not done yet, though. There is still a little bit to go before we are done with this panel. Okay. Did I record a time lapse? Shit, I didn't. I forgot. Thank you for the follow, Agritzko. Thank you. I forgot to record time lapse. Ooh. Okay, so here's what I'd do. I would add a gutter. Add a gutter to the image. I would do some effects on the top, so probably some dust particles. I usually add those, so here's some shiny dust for effect. Shiny dust. What did you use before Clip Studio Paint? Photoshop. I used Photoshop before Clip Studio Paint. I drew the first 26 chapters in Photoshop. Oh, I guess I've been using Clip Studio Paint for even less than I thought. I've only been using Clip Studio Paint for maybe a year. Okay. Cruel, miserable world. Thank you for the follow. I always thought the backgrounds were drawn by you. A lot of people told me that. I literally put in the middle of the comic a tutorial that says I do not draw the backgrounds. I say I put photos in them. Go read that Q&A in the middle of the comic again. I say it in there. Hey Grave, you tried the game Five Nights at Freddy's? Try it? I beat Five Nights at Freddy's when it came out. The highest difficulty. One thing you like about I'm the Grim Reaper, since there's always a black part between panels, helps you realize when pages don't upload. Yeah, I don't think I could ever do anything about the black gutter from now on. I think the black gutter is like less common. I can't use anything but black layer. Okay, so let me show how it usually is. Here's me reusing a panel. So we have Brooke, and then we'll have Brooke again. Zoomed in. Shit. So here's what I would normally do if I was reusing a panel, right? Here's Brooke. And here's Brooke number 2. I would just zoom in the panel because I spent so long drawing the panel, right? And then you can, you know, he's here. This is an establishing shot. Then you zoom in so you can see the detail on his face. That's how I would reuse a panel, right? So we are not done yet, though. What am I eating? I'm eating snow peas. Have I ever visited the country of Mexico? Yeah, I was in Mexico once. I went canoeing or kayaking, canoeing in this reef. It was this like, I don't know what it's called. It was like this area that hit the sea and there was like 2 cliffs touching and the water would hit the cliff and it would go up into like this blow spout. And we kayaked there to see it, right? And then below me, there was just this swarm, this huge fucking swarm of jellyfish, and I started having a panic attack, and I also almost knocked my friend. It was a 2-person kayak. My friend was in the back. I started having a panic attack, and so what I did, I just started shaking the boat. I don't know why. Because I'm panicking. Panic attacks are weird. I started shaking the boat. I almost knocked us both over into the jellyfish. We would have died. We would have died in the jellyfish. I remember on Instagram you had a thing where you went through the process of a panel with Scarlet Special the Wall by Broken Love. Yeah, that's the process I'm talking about. That's the one I posted in the middle of the comic too. What's my headcanon theme song for I'm the Grim Reaper? I don't know. Something by My Chemical Romance. So what I just did is I isolated, this is a sort of an auto action that I downloaded. It isolates the darks and the lights, and it applies a gradient map only to the darks and only to the lights. So, there's a mask on top of it. So this is what I usually do. I make one overlay, one soft light. And this right here would be the final panel. Even though I would probably add like this. Normally one thing that would also be in my process there would be a text box. Let me add some random fucking text box. Here's a text box. You know, I don't think they usually look like this. I haven't added a text box in a while. Oh, because this is a re-download of Clip Studio Paint. I don't have my settings. Okay, here we go. Here, there would be a text box here. There you go. So there's a text box added. Here's a panel. It's done. Our panel's done. Just do it 80 more times and then you're done with the chapter.